Hello everyone, my name is Kim Yu-hyun. I'm the founder of Xank. I would like to talk about today how a public blockchain can be used to fund UN SDG projects. Before I do that, perhaps I need to explain about Xank project so that you know how we can do this actually. We think in order to fund SDG projects in a public blockchain is, first of all, we need to create a coin that we can use in everyday lives rather than what we have today in the cryptocurrency world, that it's only for speculation. Now, how do you create a coin that can be used in everyday life? We think, first of all, what you need is cryptocurrency that is price stable. That means we need to have a transfer of fund that is stable from person A to person B. Otherwise, no one will use this, right? Let's say if I want to pay for a coffee for 5,000 won, then that 5,000 won that is promised to send to the merchant has to stay as 5,000 won. Otherwise, people won't engage in using this cryptocurrency. So that's number one, price stability in fiat terms. Number two, if it takes like 10 or more minutes to complete a transaction, like current Bitcoin, for example, then I don't think we can use this cryptocurrency in everyday life, like paying for coffee or donuts. So it has to be like few seconds. So that will be number two, scalability, so that it can be fast enough for everyday transactions. And thirdly, if you look at cryptocurrency in a public blockchain sense, since it's a public ledger technology, all the information, transaction information is open to the public. If that's the case, then businesses cannot transact like paying for salaries or something. That's not possible. So thirdly, we need a privacy in transactions. And lastly, what Bitcoin pioneered, if it's not decentralized, then why do we need to use crypto in the first place? We just use fiat money, right? So we believe these four areas are key for mass adoption in cryptocurrency so that we can use it every day. So Xank strives to become an everyday cryptocurrency by supporting all of those four areas. But is that enough? How do we use that to support UN SDG projects? Xank project was started in January 2017. So it's almost 3 years old now. But at the time, I didn't know about the existence of UN SDGs. So we created our own Xank Constitution, which is, I'm happy to say, pretty much aligned with SDGs goals. So Xank cryptocurrency can fund projects and startups that tackle what's written in our Constitution. And let me explain to you what they are and how they are aligned with SDG goals. We believe that first challenge we see as humanity is pollution, because we go outside, we feel this every day, right? Bad quality in air pollution, and then it's soil pollution, And then it's water pollution, right? I'm sorry, there is a little bit of, I guess there are some fund issues there. And then second challenge for humanity is discrimination, we believe, because that's the cause of all the wars in the world, right? So we need to get rid of any discrimination in the world. So that will be second challenge that we want to tackle in Xank Constitution. And thirdly, the legacy institutional problems that we have today, a corrupted government doing all the things that we don't want to do, but still doing, right? Governments and corporations. And lastly, I don't think hunger problems or water resource problems are related to what many seem to believe is a scarcity problem. We believe that it's not a scarcity problem. We are living in a world of abundance now. It's like 50 years ago we had this scarcity, but it's more of misallocation problem. Because if you look at it, all the rich countries in the world are controlling more than half of the world's resources. And that's the problem we need to tackle, rather than trying to use a charity to solve this kind of issues, we believe. So, fourth constitution article is regarding how we spend, how we consume. So, how do we actually fund this? We can fund it by creating a decentralized treasury from every minute when we create a coin emission happens, we let 15% accrue in a treasury system. I'm not going to go into details on how we are going to split the coin emission process in Xank, but 15% goes to the treasury. And if I heard Sam's numbers about solving the money for the UN SDG goals, it's like $5 trillion. This means that if Xank economy can, if I did my math correctly, can grow to something like $33 trillion, then we can solve all of SDGs goals, right? Just using Xank will solve that. So how can you get involved in Xank? If you like our project and how you want to solve SDG goals, it's pretty simple. If you have some projects or startup that is aligned with our constitution, then you can simply go to our website. It's not live yet, since our mainnet is not live yet. So you can, when it's live, you can simply go to our website and submit a proposal on your project or startup. Then what we do is we have a strong Xank governance, so the community of governors who will look at your proposal and have a vote on each month whether to fund each project. So we will have a vote every month, and end of that every month a super block will be created to actually fund to your wallet. And then you can go out and change the world with that fund. So this was a very short talk, but as you can see, Xank is not your average stablecoin. It's much, much more than that. So if you want to get involved and talk to us or want to talk about your project, we have a booth at K09, and then we have community in Twitter and Telegram, so you can get involved. Thank you very much.